Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. And yes, you guys are rating that right. The crypto bull run is here. It is now. It is getting started, folks. We have been waiting for this signal for over a year, and it is finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the crypto bull run. I know that you guys have been here for over a year, and we have just experienced a very long, very drawn out bear market, just like we got back here in 2021 at the top of the last bull run that we had. We sold off for over a year. Okay, we're looking at a chart of Ethereum here, guys, but it is confirmed. There is no reason to be bearish right now. There is no reason to be scared right now. We should be fully risk on at the moment if we are using the strategies that we use and talk about here at Overkill Trading. Guys, we have a monthly alert popping off on Ethereum with the wave down here. This is the first time this has happened, okay? It's August. Today is the first time this signal is showing up. Today is August 19th. Okay, the last time we got this signal here on Ethereum was all the way back here in 2023. Okay, 3 years ago. People talk about the 4-year cycle, yada, yada, yada. If you believe in that, this signal marks the bottom of the 4-year cycle, meaning the bottom of the bear market. You could see it's done that since all the way back here in 2020. Okay, Ethereum gave you the signal right here at $150 in 2020. Ethereum was trading, yes, you heard that right, at $150 back in 2020. Okay, this thing over the next 2 years, okay, from 2020 all the way up here to 2021. This is where we want to sell, right? This is where we want to take our profits. This is where we want to be buying, accumulating. And again, these are not day trading signals, guys. These are not day trades. These are swing trades. You should be thinking 6 months out, 12 months out, okay? Last time it went from February 2020, okay, all the way up here to December of 2021. That was about a year and a half period. It pulled back for a year. Sound familiar? We just pulled back for a year. Okay, we got this signal right here in 2023, $1,200. Okay, it went all the way up to 5,000. Same signal going on here with Solana. Let me go to a different chart here. Where was the last time we got this signal on Solana, guys? Okay, boom, 2023, February, $18 Solana, $18. This thing went from $18 in 2023 all the way up here to, well, it hit 200 right there in 2024. That was a 100x trade, or a 10x trade. Okay, it actually ended up hitting 300 up here. And then what did we do for the last year? We sold off for a year. We sold off for a year. You guys see how the bear market lasts a year? We just sat through a year of downward action. Everybody who is bearish right now doesn't know how to look at a macro chart. Okay, everybody's in here on the hourly or the 4-hour or the 15-minute chart trying to guess where we're going to go tomorrow. No, we're looking out 6 months. We're looking out a year. We're looking out 2 years if we have to. All we know right now is that we should be fully invested. Okay, I have been fully invested since February. I've been telling you guys that the bottom is in since February. February was this candle, okay, right here for Solana. That was that candle, February. We've done nothing. We've gone sideways, okay? We've been doing this for the last 6 months. This is the most boring part of the market. Okay, they call it the stealth phase because nobody's talking about it. Nobody's excited. Okay, nobody's yelling from the top of their lungs to buy. People just forget about it. And when we go sideways like this, okay, this is when people quit, they get bored, they give up, they go chase the next shiny object. Okay, this comes before this. And I believe this is going to happen over the next year to 2 years. I think you're going to see the top probably somewhere around, I'm going to say 2027 to 2028. Okay, and we might even go up longer than that with the amount of adoption that is now happening with institutions and governments. I mean, you got Donald Trump coming out today talking about crypto, saying the government's going to completely, shift its focus over to crypto. So the last one that's also got the monthly alert, we actually called this one out at the beginning of the month. That came at around $8. It's already up 24% since we called it out. But again, Chainlink, in my opinion, the number one crypto out there in regards to fundamentals and their technology and what they're doing. Okay, it's kind of tough. Ethereum and Link are, in my opinion, the two strongest fundamentally. But again, where was the last time Chainlink gave this signal. It was back here in July of 2023. It was sitting anywhere from $5 to $7. It went all the way up to 30. So again, if you're scared of a little drop, if you're thinking, oh, what if Ethereum goes back down to 1900? Or if Solana goes back down to 75? Or if Chainlink goes back down to 880 or 890? You guys are missing the point here, okay? Nobody knows what it's going to do. The important thing is that we are buying down here, that we are buying when nobody else is excited. I mean, you're seeing excitement start to pick up now. I'm already getting people asking, is it too late to buy overkill? Is it too late to buy? Okay, we called the signal out on Chainlink at $8. You're 20% too late. But in the scheme of things, if you're looking at things over the year, because I think something like this is coming, right? I think something like this is coming over the next 1 to 2 years. Okay, Chainlink was down here at 42 cents. It went all the way up here to 50. I can easily see Chainlink trading between $50 and $100 in the next year. Okay, and you're at $10. Yeah, even if you miss the 20% move after we called this out, I still think you're very early. So guys, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for a year, right? Crypto has been in a bear market for a year. We have been doing this for a year. But now that we have these signals, now that these things are popping off, we can rest assured that the bottom is in, okay? We're right here. We're either right here or we're right here, okay? One of those two places, those are the two best places to buy. It does not get any more bullish than a green dot on the monthly chart. That marks the macro bottom, guys. I cannot stress this enough. If you are watching this video right now, congratulations. You're here. Okay, because over the next year, there's going to be a lot of people coming into our channel, a lot of people coming into our community and asking, hey, is it too late? Okay, Ethereum could be trading up between $5,000 and $10,000 by that time. Solana could be sitting at $300 to $400 or $500 by that time. Chainlink could be sitting at 50 to. You guys are early. Okay, how many times have we talked about how early we are? Okay, in this cycle, how early we are to crypto. Okay, you look at this chart. Okay, if you add up every crypto in the world, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, Solana, you add everything up, every cryptocurrency that exists, there is only $2.7 trillion total. Okay, you look at gold's market cap, you look at the M2 money supply, you look at global stocks. Okay, when this number goes up and catches these numbers, these prices are going to be extremely, extremely high, folks. I mean, they are going to be way higher. We're so early to the market, okay? Even in 2026, we are very early adopters of cryptocurrency, okay? In my opinion, buying crypto right now is like buying tech stocks back in the 1900s, okay? That is how I look at cryptocurrency right now. Everyone's so focused on the day-to-day and where we're going to go tomorrow or where we're going to be next week. I want to think of where we're going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, is that okay to do? Can we think that far out? Okay, because folks, this is a once in a freaking lifetime opportunity right now. Okay, this is the biggest opportunity in our generation, in my opinion, to be buying cryptocurrency. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that statement. Okay, and talk to me in a year or two and tell me that I'm wrong. Okay, we might go down tomorrow a little bit, but again, we're not thinking out, right? This move right here took from July 2023 to April 2024. That was a 1-year move, okay, to go from 5 up to 30. Okay, that took a year. Okay, sometimes it happens faster, sometimes it happens slower, but all we know is that we are accumulating. We've been accumulating since February. Again, we've called the bottom since right there, and it's been very boring. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it has been boring, but that's what a stealth phase is. Okay, the market only does 3 things. It goes sideways, it goes up, and it goes down. Okay, our job as investors is to identify which part of this cycle we are in. And I've been telling you guys since February, we are in this cycle. We are in this range right here. Okay, I have not flipped my stance. I have stood 10 toes down that February was the bottom. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because that is what the chart was telling us. And this confirms the bottom here. So those 3 guys are given the monthly. I'm going to guess that XRP is probably going to give one here pretty soon. XRP is down here, right? We're just missing the signal. Same thing with SUI, right? SUI's way down here right now, but it's missing the signal. Again, the signal should come here probably in the next before the end of the month or in September. And look at Bitcoin. I mean, look at this chart on Bitcoin, okay? $250 Bitcoin back here in 2015. Were you buying back there? Probably not. You'd probably be on a yacht right now if you were. Okay, 2019, $3,000 Bitcoin. Were you guys buying back there? Probably not, because that thing went up from $3,000 to $70,000. Pulled back. 2023. This was called out here in 2023, guys. This was called out here on the channel in 2023 at $18,000 Bitcoin. It went up to 125. We're pulling back. Look where the wave is. Okay, I know we don't got the signal yet on Bitcoin, but you're seeing the signal on these altcoins. Solana, Chainlink, Ethereum, and there's been a few more as well. You got Aave also giving one. Okay, you got a lot of these names. This is telling us that, hey, this is it, folks. This is not time to be scared. This is not time to be listening to any of these bearish crypto influencers, because it's only the matter of time before they flip their stance and they FOMO in. And by the time they FOMO in, prices are already going to be exploding. So I can't stress this enough, folks. If you are using our strategy, there is no reason to be bearish. You should not be scared of Ethereum going back down to 1900. Okay, I'm buying Ethereum here because I believe it's going to $8,000 to $12,000. I'm not scared of a little 10% pullback. Okay, and I think it's up from here. Okay, we could go sideways for a little bit longer, but hey, I don't care. As long as I'm buying here, okay, or here, or even here, I'm fine with it. Okay, when this comes, everybody and their mother is going to be bullish again, and by that time, it's going to be too late. So that's my 2 cents, folks. Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, I am very bullish on. We also got the total 3 here. Given the weekly, we've gotten 2 of these since March. Again, we've gone nowhere since February. Okay, we've just been sitting down here. But as soon as this chart starts to pump, these names, like, people haven't seen anything yet. Like, if you guys are happy about this pump, just wait a year. Just wait to see where we are in the next 6 to 12 months. I mean, it is going to get crazy. And ARB also has one as well. So those are my top picks for today. I mean, again, these are not day trades, guys. Okay, these things could go back down a little bit tomorrow, but we are long-term here, right? We're not going to sell. Someone asked when I was going to sell my Chainlink. I'm not selling Chainlink until it gives me a monthly alert. And Chainlink is my largest position, okay? It's my largest position. So that's it, folks. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is the moment we've all been waiting for the last year. So with that being said, guys, we do have a 300 XRP giveaway going on over here. You guys can enter for that right here in the giveaways tab. All you got to do is click on this emoji. We're going to choose the winner on August 25th for that. That's in 6 days. So you guys still have some time. And if we can get this video right here to 400 likes, I will give away 400 XRP. I'm just going to keep on raising the bar for likes. This might hit 400. I don't know if it will or not. We get about 2,000 people watching these videos. I don't know why you're watching and not liking the video. I don't know if it's the content or you're just here to stick around. But again, I appreciate you guys liking it. It helps the channel. It helps our community. And again, if you guys can help us hit our goal, I will give away free XRP, and that giveaway is going on right there for 300. So in today's video, guys, we're covering chart requests. So we're going to be going over your guys' chart requests from over here inside the live request thread. I did put out a notification yesterday and said, hey, chart requests are open. You guys normally have 24 hours from the time I put that in to get your requests in. So we're just going to start here at the top for Discern, for ERG, XRM, and then we're just going to work our way down the list here. And we will just cover as many as we can. We do chart requests Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday's our watch list. Monday's the portfolio update. I go over my entire portfolio. You guys can always watch those replays on YouTube here, and you can also watch them over here in the latest tab of the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there is a link in the description to join. Completely free to join. We do have a membership that's literally $4 a month. $4 a month, that's less than a Starbucks coffee a month if you guys want to join our trading community. I try to make it as easily accessible to everybody, weed out the wannabes, and you guys can check that out right there in the Become a Member tab. That will get you access to the live request thread where I cover these every single week for you guys. My number one priority is education. It's not telling you what to buy or when to buy. It's just to show you guys how to read the charts. Okay, I've been doing this for 10 years, and you know, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on it, and I'm just here to share information. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just somebody here to help present information, and I'm also here to gather information, right? Some of my best trades have come off of your guys' requests over the years, and I'm thankful for that. ERG is going to be the first one here. Looks like a cryptocurrency That one does have the monthly alert as well. So again, this looks like a rug pull. I don't like to buy charts that are going down like this. I like to buy charts that are going up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right, right? ERG looks like it's just going down and to the right. So if you believe in this company, if you know what they do, because I've never heard of it before until now, it does have a signal here. So I would be a buyer of that. But again, fundamentals matter. Just because something has a green dot doesn't mean that you should rush into it. Our goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy great assets at great prices, meaning we want to buy good quality companies, good quality assets. We're not buying meme coins. We're not buying fart coins. We're not buying, right, dog coins. We're buying companies, projects that generate revenue, companies that generate revenue, okay? Great assets at great prices, okay? So yeah, that's my 2 cents. XRM has a monthly here as well. I don't know why this one's not on my watch list. This is actually a pretty decent cryptocurrency, but that has a monthly. So that got the weekly back here in July at around 325. Again, we focus on the macro charts here, guys, the weekly and the monthly. So these are swing trades, right? Our typical time frame for trades is 1 to 6 months, meaning when you see one of these signals on the monthly or the weekly, you should be willing to wait at least 6 months for the trade to play out. So on this one, you kind of missed your opportunity here on the weekly, but the monthly does have the signal. So if I was playing that monthly signal, I would just make sure the price held on to 320. Okay, I'd put a stop loss right there at 320. We got ELF, ELF. And again, that one gave the signal down here at 55. It's already up 100%. I would probably be looking to trim some here. Anytime I'm up 100% off of a signal, meaning if I bought down here at 50 and it's up here at 100, my normal strategy is to sell at least half. So if I bought 1,000 shares down here, I made 100%, right? So I doubled my money. What I could do is I can sell half of my position. I could take my initial investment out, right? You put in 1,000 down here. Now you have $2,000 because again, it went up 100%. Now you have $2,000. You can sell half of your position and then you're just playing with house money. So with the wave being up here, I would start to look for reasons to sell. One of our reasons, or one of our places where we target is up here in the red zone on the Fibonacci. Okay, the Fibonacci is just this zone indicator. Okay, these are called Fibonacci zones. I have a free trading course over here. If you guys are new, completely free, that'll teach you about that indicator. But typically where we look to take profits is up here in the red zone. So I'd be targeting somewhere between 120 and 140 on ELF here. Again, it's already had a really nice move off the signal. So yeah, I mean, I'd probably be looking for the daily alert here. Look for that one to go up there to 120 to 140. But that had a really nice move. Congratulations if you took that trade. By the way, guys, if you do not have the indicators we're talking about in today's video, you can come over here to the trading indicator tab. Click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks, and all these indicators load up right into your TradingView account. Okay, your screen is going to look exactly like my screen. All the settings, everything's set up exactly how mine is set up. Okay, when you use that link right there. If you have any trouble with that or need help or support, my email is right there in the thread. You just shoot me an email and we'll get you straight. Okay, and again, I do have that free trading course over there for the newbies, for the people that are new. Welcome. I'd highly recommend starting there because that course goes over all the indicators, how to use them, and also our strategy and approach to the market. So again, that Discord link is down in the description and pinned in the comments section below. We got Mr. Soxel for SOXL. Mr. Soxel is still in the building. I'm still bearish on this, right? We called the top of this back here in June. Okay, that came right there at 300. It's selling off hard now. I have a very I don't have a massive position, but my position, my money is on SOXS, which is the inverse of SOXL. But this looks bearish. You can see it got rejected right there on that 9 EMA. That 9 EMA is the momentum indicator. Okay, that's the momentum indicator, right? When we break out over the orange line, that's normally when we are starting to run up. Okay, and when we break down below it, like we did right here, okay, that is when the trend is down. But I would not touch chip stocks right now. I would sell all my chip stocks right now, and I would buy crypto. Okay, and I would hold it for the next 6 months, 6 to 12 months. Okay, the chips have already had a massive move. Mr. Soxel, you were here when we called this out back at like $7, right? You guys were here in April. $8 all the way up to 300. Take your profits and roll it into something else. Okay, roll it into Chainlink, roll it into Solana, roll it into Ethereum, something that's gone down, right? We don't want to buy things that have already gone way up. Okay, we don't want to buy things that are already way up. We want to buy things that have gone down, right? After a dip like this, all crypto has dipped like that. Look at Solana, 260 all the way down here to 80. Everybody wanted to buy Solana up here. Nobody wants to buy it down here. Everybody wanted to buy Chainlink. Everyone was asking me, is it too late to buy Chainlink? Is it too late to buy Chainlink? That was up here. Okay, now no one's talking about it. Now I got people asking me if it's too late. And again, we got our signal back in July here on the monthly at $8. So you're already 25% too late. Does that mean I think this run is over? Absolutely not. Like I said, I think this is just now kicking off. Okay, and you're seeing that. Okay, again, this took about 6 months to move last time, and this is the first month we've got. So again, very bullish on these names, dude. We've been waiting a long time for this, folks. Congratulations to all of you that are still here. I know a lot of people gave up. I know a lot of people quit over the last year as, again, things have just been trending down. Again, we have been in this cycle. We've been in this, right, in this phase. But the thing is, stuff doesn't go down forever. Stuff doesn't go up forever. Stuff doesn't go sideways forever. Okay? The market rewards the patient. If you are patient, if you are willing to hang in there when things are going against you and simply say, oh, I'm getting these things at lower prices. I get the opportunity to buy things at a lower price. That's the key, right? Because again, this is going to come, guys. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. There's institutions. There's governments, okay? Russia's already passed their Clarity Act, okay? The United States is probably going to pass it here in September or October, okay? And we were positioned before all of it. When everyone else on Twitter was saying a bear market, the bottom's coming in October. No, okay? I think October is going to be the month where we just absolutely rip, okay? Because everyone was expecting the bottom. Again, everybody on Twitter was telling you to buy Ethereum up here at 5,000. Everybody on Twitter was telling you to buy XRP at 350, okay? And down here, they're telling you to sell it. So again, we do the opposite of what the majority of people do. I mean, we're literally like probably the 5% of people in the market that do what everybody else says not to do. We do the opposite of what the retail sentiment is. And XRP does have another weekly signal here. We've gotten 2 of these since July, okay, right here at the same price at about $1. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day to be a crypto investor. And again, I think the party's just getting started. ETH, this is Ethereum. So this is the Ethereum ETF. I'm still holding my options. Okay, this thing's got a green dot back here in July. So again, our signal came at $12 and now it's at 16. Okay, so again, we want to buy when the signal pops. We don't want to wait. Again, we got a signal right here in March at 14. If you bought on this signal or bought on this signal, again, our goal is to buy when the blue wave is down here, give it a green dot. Okay, so again, we want to buy on this signal and we want to buy on this signal. Okay, this thing is popping up here, 16. I think that one's got a lot of room. Okay, I think Ethereum is just now breaking out. Look at that. The first signal since 2023 in 3 years, guys. I need you to understand the importance of the fact that these signals only come around every 3 to 4 years. Every 3 to 4 years, you get a generational opportunity to buy. Generational. That's what this is. We are sitting in the middle of it, okay? And you're not too late. It's still very early. Still very early. So anything Ethereum, we're bullish on. We're bullish on anything Ethereum. T1 Energy, or TE Energy, that one needs the signal. Okay, again, got the red dot back here at around 9. It's down 50%. Okay, we're not jumping the gun. We're waiting for the signal. Cypher's still coming down too. Again, red dot came right there at 26. It's down 50%. You're waiting for the signal. The last signal came right there at 13. Nice move up, and now that thing's coming down. I'd probably look to buy that one closer to 9. Iren, IREN. Again, this is one that everyone was excited about up here at $70, $80. It was the greatest thing ever. Again, everyone up here, what are people doing up here, guys? People are excited. People are jumping for joy. People are having a good time, right? We want to buy when no one's having a good time, okay? Up here is when everyone's enthusiastic. And I've said this before, it's hard to buy the bottom. Why is it hard to buy the bottom? Because everyone's calling you an idiot. Everyone's calling you a moron. Everyone's screaming from the top of their lungs that crypto's a scam and everything's going down and it's all over and blah, blah, blah. It's hard to buy, right? Am I right? It's hard to buy during those times. Despair is like depression, right? Despair is not supposed to feel good, okay? When you feel bad about something, that's not when you quit. That's when you double down and keep going in the markets, okay? And just like how it's hard to buy down here, it's hard to sell up here, right? It's hard to sell up here. For those of you that were holding XRP up here at 350, okay, chances of you selling if you're not using our indicator are very slim. Why is that? Because people were saying it was going to 10,000 by the end of the year. Everyone was bullish. Everyone was calling their mother and their father and their cousins and their brothers and their sisters and their friends and saying, XRP, it's time to buy. Okay, it's going to 10,000 by the end of the year. Okay, they were way off. Way off. Okay, 10,000 by the end of the year is delusion and new paradigm. So just like how it's hard to buy down here, it's hard to sell up here. And that's why we don't go off of what we feel. That's why we don't go off of what we think. That's why we go off the data, folks. Because these indicators, they eliminate the emotion from the trade, right? People fail in the market because they let their emotions rule their decisions. When you have a plan, when you have a strategy, and you have the discipline to stick to that strategy, no matter what, no matter if Twitter says this or Jim Cramer says that, blank it all out, okay? Doesn't matter. If my indicator is telling me, hey, time to take some profits, time to sell, okay, and I sell it, say I sell it right here at 260, and it goes to 350, should I be mad? Should I be depressed? Absolutely not, right? Our goal is not to time the exact top, right? That's not our goal. Our goal is not to time the exact bottom. We want to get in and out around the top, around the bottom, right? You see right here, it says we want to sell before the greed, right? Because if you're waiting on the top forever, you're never going to catch it. And then by then, it's going to be too late. And then you find yourself holding your XRP bag down here at $100 when you could have took profits off the signal right there in August at 340. You could have took profits right here at around 280, right? And now, what can you do? You took your profits. Now you can get back in. Now you can start to re-enter your position down here. Because again, markets move in waves. They go up, they go down, and they go sideways. Okay, our job as investors is to buy down here or down here. Okay, and I teach you guys how to do all of that inside the course using these technical indicators. Okay, and again, I'm not here to puff my chest out. I hope I'm not coming across as arrogant or anything like that. I've been doing this for 10 years, guys. I've seen this happen over and over and over again. Okay, I've seen people in my own family buy Bitcoin, okay, up here at 20,000 and watch it go all the way down to 3,000. Okay, this is when I first found out about Bitcoin. Okay, I didn't even know how to buy it back here at 20,000, thank God, because I would have probably bought it because everyone was talking about it. But once I started learning about technical indicators and technical analysis, was when everything changed. Okay, we no longer make those bad decisions anymore. Okay, we make good decisions. Okay, and wow, dude, Bitcoin. Where'd Bitcoin signal come, by the way? 62. That one came right there at 64. This right here in December, guys, this one right here at 85, that signal right here was a bull trap. Okay, that was the bull trap. The bull trap is when everyone thinks we're going back up and they flush it. Okay, I will admit, we were in a bull trap right there. I started buying Chainlink in December. Okay, I started my position right here in December. Okay, I started it right there at 13, and it sold all the way off down here to 7. Did I sell my position down here? Absolutely not. I doubled down. I doubled and tripled down. Like, my Chainlink position is so freaking big, I'm uncomfortable with sharing how big it is. Okay? So, again, bull traps do happen. That was December. Those signals were the bull trap, right? It's obvious, right? Everyone thought we were going back up, and we flushed. Okay, and that happens sometimes. That happens probably once every 3 to 4 years. Okay, but every signal before that was great, right? There was a bull trap back here as well in February of 2022. Same kind of story here. Tried to go up and got rejected back down. Okay, we were at 37, went up, boom, sold off to 17. But now, right after the bull trap, another bull trap's not going to happen, right? The bottom's in, guys. I've been saying the bottom is in since right there in February. Okay, at 60,000. Did we break down below it a little bit? Yes. But as long as I'm within 5 to 10% of the bottom, I don't care. right? If I miss it by 5%, I'm totally fine with that. So that's just where we're at, folks. I mean, I'm just giving you guys my honest analysis. You guys know I don't hold anything back. And, you know, Iron was your request. I mean, it's green here, but I just think there's some better names to own. It is green, so we would be bullish as long as the dot remains green. But if it gets a red dot, I would sell it. I'd probably have a stop loss at like $30. Beautiful move, right? If you got in down here in April, okay, at $5, you made a ton of money. Okay, but as of right now, I would just remain. I would remain neutral on this. I wouldn't jump into this one. I would remain neutral. Uniswap. Uni's looking phenomenal. This is, in my opinion, going to be one of the biggest it is the biggest decentralized exchange. But you could see this gave the signal last month. I actually added to my position a couple days ago. I added to it on the daily. So you guys know that one of our strategies is to, when the monthly dot is green, okay, this means every one of these candles is 1 month's worth of time. Okay, so what we look to do is we look to the daily when the monthly is green. So as long as this is green, we can be in here on the daily chart looking for a retracement, right? It pulled back, gave the signal. I re-entered it right there on Monday at 320. Boom, this thing's up 8% and continuing to jump. So again, these names, in my opinion, are nowhere near sells. I think this move is just getting started, and I would remain a holder and a buyer of Uniswap here at these levels. What else we got? Coin and PL from Ever. COIN, that's Coinbase. Okay, we've been talking about this for a few months. Again, this thing's just been going sideways, right? As long as we're stuck in this range, right, we're consolidating, right? We're just chop, chop, chop. We're not going up. We're not going down. Okay, that one's got the green monthly here. So we like Coinbase at these levels. As long, I told you guys to set a stop loss on this at 135. If it breaks 135, sell it. But as of right now, we should be fully bullish on Coinbase. I like that one. PL, this is Planet Labs. That one is green. So that's telling you that, hey, this bottom right there, that's the bottom. So if $19 breaks, I would sell it. Put a stop loss at 19 and let that puppy ride. I want to see that break over that orange line there. It does look pretty interesting at the moment. I'd be a buyer with a stop loss at 19 on that one. APP, App Lovin', that one's down there into the 4-year moving average. So another thing we look at on this graph, guys, is the mean. Okay, the mean, that's just another word for average. So the average we like to reference here at Overkill Trading is going to be the 4-year moving average. We also use the yearly, and we also use the 2-month. Okay, the orange line is the 2-month moving average. We look at that as like a momentum EMA. The white line is the 1 year. The blue line is the 4-year. The most important one we look at is the 4-year. Okay, so we never want to buy when price is way up off that blue line like it was here. You see the separation there. Okay, we want to buy into the mean. So if you like this company, I don't really know what they do. I'd be looking for the green dot for confirmation, but this looks good, right? You're buying it at a fair price. How do you know you're getting something at a fair price? You buy it at the average. Okay, you buy it at the average price. Dang, my portfolio is green today, dude. Holy smokes. Just ripping, dude. Ripping. Oh my goodness. God is good. Can I get an amen? We have remained patient, folks, through all the despair, through all the dip. Folks, it's about to pay off. I am very confident in that. So APP looks good down here. You just want to wait on the signal. I actually think this one gave a golden dot there. That was yesterday or 2 days ago, back there at 300. So again, how do you know you're getting a fair price for something? You buy it at the mean. The 4-year average is our fair price value. Okay, that's where we look to start positions. So I'd look for the green dot on that one there on the weekly chart. And again, I go over all those indicators inside of the Discord, inside that free course. This one's also sitting down here on its 4-year. I'd just be looking for the signal. 2 good requests there. Just wait for those signals. And we do call all those signals out over here in the Discord. You guys could see Ethereum was called out today. Zcash. We had Solana called out today. XMR was called out today. Ethereum's probably the biggest signal we've gotten in a very long time. We also call out the weekly alerts over there, so you guys can actually see how to trade these. I tell you exactly how to buy and sell with them over here under the dots and signals. That is, we call out the daily, the 4-hour, the monthly, and again, you guys will learn about all this in that free course. I highly recommend watching that whole entire thing if you guys are new before you do anything, just so you understand, right? Don't jump into something and go all in. Try to understand the context of everything. Okay, try to understand the context of why we do what it is we do. What else we got? TRAC USD, that's a cryptocurrency. So again, another one of those charts that's just down and to the right. If you're going to buy this one, I'd make sure it holds on to $24, $25. Or cents, I'm sorry. Looking for the signal there. Again, down into the right, not my favorite chart. Again, we like charts that are up into the right, like Ethereum, right? Money coming in, baby. That represents money coming in. Oh my gosh, Link is still going, dude. Oh my gosh. Baby, baby. Wow. Just wow. Look at ETH, up 10% today. The bears are in shambles. They're getting angry, dude. I made a post on Twitter today, said, hey, the bears are in people are just ripping me, dude. Okay, I've taken crap since February, dude. I mean, you can't dish it out if you can't take it. Okay, because again, I could care less about being right and wrong in the short term, guys, because most of the time, what makes you right or wrong is time. So someone can be right in the short term, right? But if you let your ego get in the way and like you just remain on that stance and you don't like have the ability to change that stance, and then things start to go the other way on you, right? Again, being right or wrong in the short term in the market, it's irrelevant. Because again, you could be very wrong in the short term. You could be wrong in the short term. Just like how I was wrong starting my position right here on Chainlink. Was I wrong? I don't think I was wrong because, again, I was using my 4-year average. That was a fair price. I wasn't buying up here, okay? I was buying down here at the fair price. And yeah, I was wrong in the short term on that, right? Over this period, I was wrong. And I admitted that. I said, hey, okay, I'm wrong, but what are we going to do when we're wrong? Are we going to panic and make an emotional decision? No, we're going to buy more. Because, again, if I like it right here at 12 and I like it and it goes down to 8, I should be happy. Because I'll get to buy more. I've had the opportunity to buy Link down here for the last 6 months. 6 months I've had that opportunity. And again, we just remain patient, and now we're getting the breakout. Now everybody's going to FOMO back into the market, right? And we're already positioned. We're already ready. Because again, we've been trusting the indicator, not our emotions. So I still believe this buy I made on Chainlink back here at $12 is going to be, I'm still going to be profitable. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take for me to be right during that time, right? So again, I was wrong. But again, when I was wrong, I bought more and I bought more, right? So now this thing's going back up. And eventually, once it breaks out over 13, I'm going to be right. I was right here. It just took a little bit more time. So hopefully you guys understand that. I could care less about being right or wrong. I think it's Warren Buffett that says, time in the market is better than timing the market, right? And we kind of do both of those here. But I'm still fine buying my Chainlink right here at $12. I still think that's going to be I think Chainlink's going much higher, right? I bought Chainlink at 12 thinking it's going to go back to all-time highs at 50. So if that meant, it goes down to 8 for a little bit, oh, great. Well, I'm just going to spend these next 6 months just earning more money, right? Doing whatever I need to do to earn more capital to keep buying more because I believe in the asset, right? It's like buying a house, right? If you bought a rental property for $100,000 and the housing market crashed by 40%, would you run to your realtor and go panic sell? No, you just sit there, you'd rent it out, right? And you just wait. That's the same thing with stocks and crypto, guys. It's the same mindset you should have. The hard thing about crypto and stocks is that it's easy to sell. Right? I can open up my phone. I can get emotional one day and say, oh my gosh, I just can't take it anymore, you know? And that's the good thing about having a community and being a part of a community because you're not investing alone, right? We have 34,000 people over here in the Discord, right? So we all have kind of the same mindset that I'm talking about here, right? And we're not, we are together, right? I've always said this channel is not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together, right? It's all about all of us. Sure, I'm the leader. I'm the guy making the videos. But again, I don't show my face on here, guys, because I don't want the fame. I don't want to be famous. I don't care to be famous. My goal is to help people, okay? My goal is to present information, to educate. That is my goal. I don't care to be famous and walking on these stages and speaking at these events. I don't care. I don't want that. I have a great life. I got a wife that loves me, right? I got a beautiful life, man. I cannot complain. And I got you guys. I got our community. And that's, to me, all that matters. Oh, and of course, I got the good Lord Jesus Christ, right? When I make mistakes, I can go to him and say, God, forgive me. I'm an idiot, right? Guide me, show me the way through this, right? Show me how I can get through this. Give me the wisdom, give me the strength, give me the courage. I have that, right? I'm a man of faith. If you guys have been around, you guys know that, right? You can come over here to the Discord and download the Bible app. Okay? I without God, I would not have this knowledge, this wisdom, right? Because I believe God put me here for a reason. And that's just where we're at, folks. So again, being right or wrong in the short term is irrelevant, because again, it's only the matter of time before, right, it's going to go the other way, because markets don't go down forever. They don't go up forever. They move in cycles, right? They move in waves. They go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, right? So again, I'm not the guy that gets on Twitter and beats my chest and says, hey, look at me. That's not me. That's not who I am. Do I give the bears a little bit of crap sometimes? Yes, because it's fun. It's entertaining, right? But I'm coming from a place of love all the time, guys. Again, I've made many mistakes in my trading career. I've told you, I've been doing this for 10 years now. So I've been wrong many times. And it wasn't until I started taking the long-term approach, right? Looking at things from a 6-month window, from a 12, right? I got into this thing day trading, right? I started day trading. I lost loads and loads of money day trading, trying to day trade. Day trading is gambling. Okay, I could care less where the price of stuff goes tomorrow. I'm thinking out 6 months, 12 months to a year, or to 2 years, right? 6 to 24 months. That's how I'm trying to time the market. I'm not trying to guess where we're going to be tomorrow or next week. I don't care. Okay, about the short term. I am a long-term investor, and we can all look at crypto and see where it's going, right? We can all look at the governments coming in, the institutions, right? We can all see that. So it doesn't take someone that's too smart to understand what's going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, that's my rant. Thanks for coming to my TikTok, or my TED Talk there. FET, this one doesn't look too good. I think these guys are losing market share. I'd rather buy something like, Chainlink right now, or Ethereum, something that's more, right? Something that's more for sure, right? Chainlink to me is a for sure bet. XRP for sure bet. Uniswap for sure bet. Okay, this one has a red monthly right now, so not my favorite. I think there's some better names to own right now. NLR, uranium and nuclear ETF. That's interesting. It's got the green dot, so that looks good. I'd be a buyer of that. I probably want to buy it closer to 114. I'm actually going to add this one in. That's an interesting ETF. Nuclear and uranium. I like that one. I'd be a buyer of that. CEG, Constellation Energy. That one got the signal down here at 50, so that looks good as long as it can hold on to 240. I'd have a stop loss at 240 and let that puppy ride. Again, just waiting for the wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. We got Meta and Intel, META. That one's back down here at the 200. But again, I don't think these big tech stocks are the play right now, guys. I think if you want to make loads of money right now, okay, and I've been saying this since February. I mean, I have been saying it since February. I'm not trying to brag. I have been saying it. I don't think buying Meta over the last month or so, or since November, has been a very good trade. Has it been a great one to day trade? Right? When a stock goes like this, it's a great time to day trade because we're just range bound. Okay, but if you look at the monthly, okay, I don't know. I mean, it is sitting into the 40-year average. So if you want to buy Meta here at a multi-trillion-dollar valuation, then great. Okay, I'd watch $500. If you're buying it here, use a stop loss at 500 or down here at 485. But I think, right, there is going to be a rotation out of stocks, meaning money is going to come out of here and it's going to go into here. I think that is what is going to happen over the next 2 to 5 years, guys. Money is going to come out of stocks at these record valuations. I mean, I saw today that stocks are trading at the same valuation as it was in the dot-com bubble. So if you guys know what the dot-com bubble was, that was when in the 90s, everything was just flying. Everything was ripping to all-time highs, right? Everything was just having a massive run. and then it's sold off. And when the money sells off, that money's got to go somewhere. So where's the money going to go? In my opinion, it's going to go to the most undervalued sector out there right now, which is cryptocurrency. So I think this number is eventually going to catch these numbers. Not going to happen overnight, but over time, I think that is going to happen. So if you want to buy Meta here, it looks pretty good here into the 4-year. But if I was buying it, I would definitely be using a stop loss at 480. We got Intel, INTC. Intel, same thing, right? This is one of the only positions I'm short, right? I'm short Intel. I shorted Intel up here at 130. Once we got our sell signal right there, okay, it's coming down. And again, I have another short position on SOXS. I told you guys that at the beginning of the video, right? This is a semiconductor bear ETF. So when chip stocks, semiconductor stocks go down, this goes up. And you can see that Intel is going down. And it's getting rejected right there on the 9. AMD coming down, right? AMD's had a great run, okay? But we're not chasing stuff here off the beam there. So I'm going to leave it there for today, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if we can get this video to 400 likes, I'll give away 400 XRP to somebody in the Discord. We do have that giveaway, the 300 XRP giveaway. We had a video hit 300 likes last week. That is over there. You guys have about a week to enter for that. If you guys need me, just hit me up in the Discord. You guys can find my email over here under the trading indicator tab, where you can download the trading indicators. My email is right there if you guys have any questions that I can answer for you. We also have a support chat over here in the Discord as well. Our team is happy to help you. Again, investing alone sucks. It's better to be part of a community. And again, that free trading course is available to you guys. We'll be back tomorrow to pick up where we left off. We left off right here with Intel. So I'm just going to bump that down. And we will continue to plug through these chart requests. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.